Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Why don't we just draft talent? If you want to get a draft pick and somebody wants to move up to 2, don't drop down past 3 or 4 so you get one of these high talent guys. Hopefully the pass rusher from Penn State so he can help Myles Garrett. Maybe we could at least build our defense up and play better because the offense ain't going to be any good.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Brad Ward from the Orange and Brown Report, All Eyes on Cleveland podcast. Yeah, you know, I aside from saying I'm not agreeing with the offense isn't going to be any good. I understand the questions. If you don't like any of the quarterbacks really high, don't take them.
Yeah, you can't force it, right? It's the second pick in the draft. Just okay or just good is not good enough for the second pick in the draft, right? So you can't settle or just roll the dice on a guy just because he plays quarterback. You really have to love him at 2. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with the caller. It's same with you, except for saying that I know that the offense is going to be terrible. I won't concede that yet, but I think it's too early to proclaim that. But if you are going to not take a quarterback and you do take Abdul Carter, then you're certainly taking the other team's quarterback or making their job a lot more difficult, which is kind of an equalizer. So putting Myles Garrett and him together, I do think Carter is a special player. And worth that pick if you have to stay there. I do agree with the caller that you shouldn't drop down any further. I think he said 3 or 4. I wouldn't go any further than 6. I think there's about 6 guys worthy of, an elite talent in this. There's kind of a drop off after 5 or 6, depending on who you would listen to. So I wouldn't go down any further than that if you are going to trade down. So, without conceding that the offense is going to be terrible, I do kind of agree with the caller, and I wouldn't force the quarterback here just because as close as I can get, and I know I said this to you before, is a maybe if Cam Ward is there, and we're still early in the process here.